Security Officer's Supplementary Report on Incident Number 8765309. Transcript of Interview with Crew Member Link Cathar. Whoever brought Zachin a Slufik either needed a lobotomy or was intending to give everyone on the ship a lobotomy. When we first saw the thing, Dave said it looked like a bagpipe had a love child with an accordion. Being the only human on the ship, he had to explain the key terms he used, including bagpipe, accordion, and love child. I'll never quite understand why humans have such a thing for fornication, or how and why inanimate objects would procreate. We also couldn't see any resemblance. The Slufik has a curved multicolour keyboard, sits on a triangular frame with 5 legs, and has 4 spiraling tubes used to draw air in. To emit sound, a flexible tube connects to an emitter array, which takes the changes in air pressure and vibrations and translates that to sound. Dave then tried to explain it must be like an electric guitar in some ways, but those only appear to use vibrations of strings over electrical pickups, and air pressure doesn't come into play. Only the concept of using an amplifier made a limited bit of sense in relation to the Slufik's emitter. 2 moving appendages pump air through the Slufik, while a third can raise or lower the flexible tube going to the emitter, thus allowing the player to adjust pitch. This was probably the only other way a Slufik resembled an electric guitar beyond the emitter array, but only the piece called the whammy bar. Except that it's a tube to the emitter being moved, not a bar on the instrument. If you move the cord from the guitar to the amplifier up and down, the pitch doesn't alter. As you can see, Dave's attempts at explanation rarely make sense. This seems to be a common human trait, as they often say, "it's like," followed by a stream of nonsense referring to human things that are only barely tangential to the subject at hand. It's like a Zarchuknik dipping an appendage into water and being shocked when a purple Zignet emits an air grunt. According to Zachin, the Slufik is the most refined instrument possible. For the rest of the crew, including the human Dave, it sounds more like heavy breathing reverberating through the halls, interrupted by someone burping part of the alphabet in your ear. Dave demonstrated that particular talent one day while drinking a carbonated beverage. We found the display unappealing, so to have the Slufik do something similar on a regular basis grated on all our nerves. When we voiced our concerns to Zachin, he just said he needed more practice, and we'd enjoy it once he got better at playing. We all doubted that would be the case, but agreed to allow 1 full work cycle before telling him to put the Slufik in storage. About a third of the way through the work cycle, Zachin decided to practice. This happened to be during one of Dave's sleep periods. After approximately 35 standard units of time, I heard something stomping in the corridor and stop in front of my door. I looked out my door and saw Dave standing there looking down the hall. My translation matrix informed me his posture was extremely fatigued and irritated. When I asked if he was okay, he responded, "I think I need to add some percussion." He then calmly walked towards Zachin's quarters, and I noticed he was holding a wrench. To be clear, I agree with my fellow crew. Dave's choice to employ percussive maintenance on the Slufik was most gratifying, and also remarkably effective in improving crew morale.